Folks, welcome back to the Contrarian Trader. This is Robert Desmond. It is Sunday, March the 21st, 2010. Folks, today is the historic vote on the healthcare bill, which the thug Nancy Pelosi tried every attempt to have her members, her Democrat liberal friends, not have to vote on, so they wouldn't have to go home to their infuriated voters at home, and they could say, I didn't vote on the bill. Could you imagine what a dire and dark day this is in the United States of America when our congressmen go to Washington and they don't have to vote on a piece of legislation that they support, and yet it passes because they're afraid of the voter, because they want to keep their jobs. The next time I hear that these people are thanked when they go on TV for an interview for their public service, I want to choke the interviewer. These are career politicians. Whenever you see a piece of legislation that's going to be voted on a Sunday, you know it's bad news. You know it's bad legislation because they know that the media coverage is going to be so light on a Sunday. Hopefully by Monday, there's some follow-up questioning, but it'll be forgotten about by the American consumer because they're out barbecuing. They're out enjoying their families on a Sunday. So while we're trying to enjoy our lives, you have thugs in Washington trying to dismember it. If it were so good, why wouldn't they want to vote on this bill? Why would they want to hide from their constituents? If it were so good, why would they need to cast a vote on a Sunday? If it were me, hey, listen, let's hold this over till Monday because I want to be proud. I have courage in my convictions that this is a good bill for the American taxpayer, and I want to hold my head up high and say, I stand for this. But they can't because they know it's garbage. They haven't even read the bill. Obama on TV with Bret Baier the other day in the interview says that the bill is going to be posted on the internet for 72 hours. Folks, I'm a hardworking guy, as I'm sure you are too. We're taxpayers. Who in God's name has time within 3 days to read a 3,000-page bill? For the life of me, I don't get it. This is the height of arrogance. This is government run amok. It's a sad day. And I happen to be a member of the Tea Party, and I was watching CNN. I was on CNN online, and then Fox News. For those Tea Partiers out there that were calling people racial epithets at the rally down in Washington, calling Barney Frank as his car went by, and by the way, I can't stand Barney Frank. He's a buffoon. But once you start getting down to calling people the N-word or gay epithets, what is wrong with you? You're only hurting our cause. If you don't have anything intelligent and constructive to say, shut up. Just shut up and hold a sign. Please. Now on to the markets. Before we get off this healthcare topic, really quick, what's been deafening throughout this entire process has been for those who were around back in the 90s, you had the healthcare insurance companies fighting tooth and nail. Remember Harry and Louise? Where's been that fight from the insurance companies? Because Obama has wiped up the floor with the insurance companies. If you could say nothing else about the guy, he has totally made a pariah out of the insurance companies, yet they haven't said a word. Why? Well, I could sit there and read a 3,000-page bill, but why should I? When I know that there's one segment of the economy who has read the bill, and that's Wall Street, because they want to see who's going to make the money and invest accordingly. The Wall Street brokerage houses know this bill better than anybody. That's a guarantee. Let's take a look at the chart of UNH, one of the largest healthcare providers in the world. This is the bottom, double bottom from July, rally higher, W formation, retest back here in October. We have rallied throughout. Back here was when Massachusetts, the Ted Kennedy seat went to the Republican, rolled over, corrected, rallied higher because they figured no problem here, rallied higher, consolidation. We broke support, broke trend here, no problem though. We found support at previous support here, rallied higher, pulled back, higher low. We did not take out this 31.39 level, and we have an attempted breakout here on Friday. Now, I'm not saying that UNH is going to break out. As a matter of fact, we saw a bit of a topping tail of resistance here at 34.72, and for all I know, could crater on Monday. But the traders don't like doubt. They don't like indecision in the market. So when I see that on a Friday, and they know the bill was going to be voted on a Sunday, that the UNH attempted to rally, that tells me, and on high volume no less, this is high volume, money's flowing into the healthcare stocks. If it wasn't good for them, UNH would be breaking down horribly. And you know, it could happen on Monday. But I'm telling you right now, the setup is UNH looks like it's going higher. That's our democracy. So, in short, Obama has made a pariah out of the insurance companies with a wink and a nod. Listen, you have a lot of business coming your way. Shut up. Don't say anything. Keep your Harry and Louise commercials in your pocket. You're getting all these new customers. We're going to force them into your programs. You're going to be able to raise premiums on everybody else. You're going to make a killing. Just shut up and don't fight me on this. And that's exactly what's happened here, folks. On to the markets. Sad weekend. Okay. We have the US dollar, which is consolidating nicely. This is the tail wagging the dog. We bottomed out back here back in November, late November. This is when we went long, back with the UUP. That's the ETF on the US dollar. We've been long this entire run here. Great ladder formation. We corrected back here, and this is where the stock market began to rally. We corrected, consolidation. Looks as if we're going to try to break out here. It's indisputable, the correlation that a strengthening dollar has with a declining market. If the US dollar rallies, that means that the stock market's going to tank. And we have a nice profit in the UUP, and I was tempted to take profits once we broke trend here, but I said, you know what? We're so overbought on the US stock market, it's worth seeing whether or not we can hold support here and then possibly break out. And I think that bet's pretty much paying off, and we could see a rally higher, break. We're able to, the XLF, the financials, the XLF continued to rally higher here, but I'm concerned with the weak volume. This is on a weekly basis here, okay? You've had all these weeks of up volume here, but look at the down volume here. These are the type of volume spikes to the upside that you would want to see, but no, you're not seeing it. You're getting all light volume here. It's a harbinger of bad news because look at all these sellers you need to get through back here. These are people that are waiting to sell. They're looking to get out. They've been burned. All they want is their investment back. That's it. And they want to get out. So you need higher rising volume to get out above. And the Federal Reserve held firm on interest rate hikes last week, which is all well and good. But this Bernanke's no dope. And what he's going to wind up doing is raising the interest rates to the banks. Now remember, the banks have been borrowing from the Federal Reserve at zero or next to zero. They're taking that very same money because they don't want to loan it out to anybody and then lending it back to the Fed who's paying them interest on it. It's perverted. It's sick. Yes, I know, but that's our democracy in action right now. So be aware that that game is coming to an end with these banks, and it's going to have an effect on them. So be careful of these banks. Light volume, lots of overhead supply, and the Federal Reserve that's beginning to turn against them. Lastly, the SMH. Keep an eye on this. This is semiconductor holders. You need two sectors to make this stock market rally for a broad-based rally, and that's the semiconductors, and that is the financials. I've explained the financials. Take a look at the semis. Very, very bearish reversal here on Thursday. Bearish day on Friday. We might see a rally higher given some buying came in late Friday. Could be some short covering, which you usually see on Fridays, so be careful. We failed to make a new higher high. That's telling us that we might see the semiconductors begin to roll over. So more on this to my members later on. So please, if you're interested in seeing what the market is really thinking, sign up for the 14-day free trial offer. It costs you nothing. You don't like it, go to your PayPal account, cancel out, and you're done. So it's well worth it. My subscribers, again, I will be sending out email commentary to you, and I'll let you know whether or not it's going to be video or text commentary. And that's it. Everybody have a great trading week, and please be cautious. There's so much geopolitical news out there and risk. I want you to be careful. Have a great trading week. Bye-bye.